Hey, hey, it worked. Cool. Hey, what's up? We're here, and we're playing this game, TaleSpire, 3D virtual tabletop, for role playing games in general. Hi, welcome. We are not playing Skyrim this week. If you tuned in expecting Skyrim, first of all, bless you. Second of all, not this week. Next week we have Skyrim. We're alternating between TaleSpire and Skyrim. You know, for my sanity, because I can't have every week be a hard mode Skyrim jaunt plus all of the technical difficulties that accompany running Skyrim, playing Skyrim on stream. Apparently, even just playing Skyrim. Period. Like, oh, it crashed again. Oops. Anyway, yeah, this is the Tomb of Horrors. This is the exterior thereof, which just is a swampy mound. We got some new assets in TaleSpire in the interim between last stream and this stream, so that's pretty cool. Nothing that pertains to this map, but it is still some cool stuff. We can look through it. Here, let me get my get everything back to the way it was so that I can actually see what I'm doing, A, and B, you can see what I'm doing. The fog up for some reason. I don't know why. So none of that. Okay, yeah, Writhe Mind. That is the tile set. They also added a music track, Writhe Mind. They might have added a couple. I know they have is it Vile Crop? Or no, I don't know. Anyway, the Writhe Mind is one of them. There might be another. Perhaps. We'll listen to that. We listen to Wizard Smoke every week. We'll do Writhe Mind this week since it's new. It's brand new. So Aberration is the tile set that we get, and these are all, it looks like, decor, or whatever this is. the little items here that are not set to a grid. So you have some, looks like some flourishes and like wall stuff, and put this in like a doorway, make a weird sort of Giger-esque nightmarescape. Wow. Yep. Yeah, very, very Giger-esque. I like it. Columns. Yeah. Segments for columns. We have weird little tendrils. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's pleasant. Oh, like a tentacle. Couple versions of that. Nice. So yeah, we have the little items, and there's also tiles, like full-on tiles for. So we're going the wrong direction. There we go, Aberration. So yeah, you get the tiles with all that stuff, and walls. There was like a circular portal. Oh, maybe that's indoors. It is indoors. Ooh. So we have a circular portal. Does this actually open? Wait, I gotta get out of build mode. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. Here, let me get it in the light a little bit better. Whoops. Or just delete it. You know, one of those things. Well, either delete it or, you know, make it so we can see it better. Open. That's pretty cool. I like it. Nice. And there's also a smaller door that comes with it. Build mode. Open. Ooh. Did not expect that. I expected just your basic door open kind of thing, but no. Nice. That's cool. Cool. So yeah, we got a bunch of that. And the rest of the Aberration tile sets, your basic walls and such, looks like. But yeah, very Giger, HR Giger. And there's the Aberration minis that they added, like a non a a kind of mind flayer type thing. Why is this now sitting on stuff? Do I have something hidden here? Uh-oh. No. Oh. Oh no. Are the new tiles glitched? They might be, because it's registering as still being there, but it's not there. Uh-oh. Ugh, that's not good. Anyway, mind flayer like creature, sort of. Different enough to not be you know, liable. Uh a Grell-esque creature, different enough to not be, you know, a intellect devour like devourer like creature. Again, just different enough. This beholder like thing, which has way more eyes. Well, actually, technically, no, it doesn't have way more eyes than the beholder. It has fewer mouths and more tentacle. Well, I guess eye stalks aren't tentacles, so yes, more tentacles. So you could use that for a beholder, I guess. Whatever this thing is. Oh, like a slod. A slod-esque type thing. Slod are aberrations, right? No. Yeah. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I think they are. They're from Pandemonium. Limbo. They're from Limbo. The Spawning Stone. Well, aberrations are from the Far Realm. At least in the 4E thing. Anyway. Yeah, so you could use it as a slot. Sure. Kind of. Anyway, yeah. Cool stuff. But we are here to finish this map. So, things we have to do, which are not many. We have to put some more trees in this area like I was planning. And also probably over here. Yeah, here. A couple trees, which is super easy. And the more intricate thing that we're going to do, and I marked it with a tree trunk, where we're going to be putting the skull face in the side of this hillside. And the way it's described in the module is that it makes the entire hillside look like a skull. Not just there's a skull in the hillside. It's just there's going to be rocks, black rocks, it says in the thing, that look as if they are the eye sockets, nose, and teeth of this mound that is a skull. So we're gonna have to maybe reform a few things, but I'm thinking we will probably just make it so that it's looking straight up, more or less, or find the best angle, because I don't know. With this little bump here, it makes it a little more difficult for that to be plausible, but I like our little nub over there. I'm gonna keep it. And I probably want to add like brambles and stuff, like weeds and thorny bushes, kind of sticking up out here, which is pretty easy. So, with that in mind, let's see. Let's go to nature. I'm pretty sure we're going to be sticking in this specific menu in objects nature. It's going to be, oh, we have these dark little rocks, which really aren't going to help us because they're too small to really see at a distance. So I'm thinking, yeah, this perhaps, but more likely this thing is going to be our tool for getting this done, and really probably just this thing, because it is a dark big rock, and it's the only one we got. So let's see. Can I zoom out any more than this? Oh, just a hair. Okay, that helps. So let's see. I guess if we do it, I guess we have to kind of do it like this, right? So where do we put the eye? Okay, so the eyes, I guess, are going to be like here and here. Or I guess they have to be a little closer. Well, I mean, how big are we going to make this too? This is getting logistically odd. So let's see here. So if we just kind of flesh out what we're trying to do. Just kind of, I don't know if I want to work my way out or outline it. Maybe I should just outline where I want the eye sockets. That's probably better, wiser course. And it says if you look at it from above, 200 feet above, you can see the skull face. So I guess this is the best angle to be working here. According to the module, you can, if viewed from above, if you somehow get 200 feet in the air above this mound with like a fly spell. I mean, it's not that outside the realm of possibility in Dungeons and Dragons for a character to be 200 feet above this thing. Trust me, your players will find a way to do it. You know, chain levitate spells together. Alright. So we get the benefit of dimension by the pre-existing contours of this mound. So as long as we follow that and we kind of, you know, alternate the heights of these rocks and the angles, of course, that's also, if not as important, more important, so that it doesn't look like, oh, you just cookie cuttered this. The one thing I don't want it to look like is we can probably break the link there a little bit. Just there. I don't know how audible this music is. Hold on. Turn the music. There we go. It was fading out. But it does help with the lulls in my endless prattle. Okay, there's one eye socket. And we're going to fill that in with rock. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's not going to have a pupil. It looks like a pupil. It's not. Let's just go ahead and fill it in. And we can always, like, add and subtract from this to make it look either more or less, you know, like what we're looking for. And I can probably like take away some of these tree branch things from the interior of this. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's a rocky mound. And we can probably, like, scatter a couple small... there's a small dark rock. We can probably scatter that around just in, like, the bare spots on the mound, just to kind of make it look like it's, like, I don't know, not as stark a transition. It's like, oh, trees, rocks! Is one I suck at. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this little guy. can put... There we go. That's very little. So you can just kind of like pepper it in spots. Like that, sort of. Even just like in the immediate vicinity, it makes it look a little bit more natural. Like, oh yeah, it exists here, it has existed here, it's deteriorated a little bit because there are pieces of it in the surrounding mud. It's not just this... Oop, there we go. This artificial installation. It looks less amusement parky. I guess is what I'm trying to go for. It's like if you ever go to Universal and you go to Hogwarts and you get to the castle, you see it from a distance, you're like, oh my god! And then you get up close and you're like, oh my god, it's tiny. that is not as big as I thought it was. Same with the Disney castle, right? It's like, oh, it's huge. It's not that big. I mean, even so, you can go in. They're big enough to go inside. They're just not, you know, the scale that we were promised. And we should be mad about it. No. All right, cool. All right, there is the right eye. If you're looking at its right eye. So the other one, I guess they're going to be wide set because the other one's going to go like here, I guess. Or do we want to try and do it? I guess we'll try and do it closer because it does start to, yeah, it does start to decline here. So if we put them too far apart, it's gonna look like a gray. It's gonna look like an alien skull. We want it to look like a human skull. So yeah, just here-ish. So yeah, eyes are not that far apart. I mean, right? You got the bridge of your nose, and then that's it. It's between your eyes. I mean, the sockets. I mean, the eyes themselves, you have, you know, your eyelids and your nose and everything between them make them look further apart, but in reality, it's just with your sockets, which are bigger than your eyes. Otherwise, how would your eyes fit in there? All you really have is the bridge of your nose separating them when you get down to the bare bones of it. So yeah, hopefully this will look, you know what, we're gonna come out a little bit further. About there. There we go. You know what would make this look, I just thought about it. Yeah, if we make it concave, that would make it, so you know what, let's do this. I mean, looking at this and it's just like, it's sticking up a little too far. If we actually went in and, that's fine. If we actually went in and made it concave. So, yeah, like bring everything down a little bit. That's a little better. Maybe if we bring these down just a little bit. That looks a little bit bad. Okay, there's still something I gotta adjust here. But yeah, this is looking a little bit better. The way it was like jutting out, wasn't really feeling it. But if we make it concave, then it looks more like an eye socket. And I did look at Tales Tavern to see what other people were doing for like terrain skulls and things like that. And none of them really applied to what I need to do here. At least the ones that I looked at before, I was like, all right. I didn't look through everyone. I looked through like the first couple pages, and I was like, nah, not really finding anything. All right. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right. That's better. So we want it to, yeah, we should probably come over this way a little so that it comes down kind of like this for the bridge of the nose. So start over here. Oops. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And we should move some of these just so it's doing it about. There we go. All right. Ooh, we lost a. Hold on. I'm gonna have to fill in here a little bit. Hey, there we go. Oh. All right. Whoops. Yeah, it would be really cool if you could bring in photos to kind of trace, but can't. Just doing this by hand, just by eye, not really even. So if you'll excuse the amount of time it's taking, A, and B, the reason it's not looking so hot. We'll tweak it. We'll tweak it once we get most of the. Get rid of some of these. We'll leave that one for now. We're probably gonna end up getting rid of it, so we can do the concave part. So I guess we'll just do this the way we did the other one. Just outline it. Doesn't really matter about the height right now, I guess, since it's all gonna be pushed down once we're done. So just outline it. Whoop. Yeah, I was getting set up to stream today. Like, I don't know, half an hour to an hour maybe before my pre-roll. I was testing out my Stream Deck, and because after Thursday, which I don't know if you saw, the VOD it's still up. My Stream Deck was not doing the most basic of functions, which was changing the scene and changing the sources and everything, you know, what I bought it for. This wasn't doing it. So I went in and like basically re-linked all of the actions and the buttons, and it seemed to be working. And then I just opened it up here today before stream, and just to, you know, make sure things are still copacetic, and it was doing something new. It was changing the scene, but it wasn't changing the sources. So if I have it, for instance, one of the buttons keyed to change from the live scene, which is this, to the bumper, and to display the thing BRB, it would change it to the bumper screen, but it wouldn't do the BRB thing. It would just be whatever the last thing was up. It would just leave it up. So I had to go through and audit all those actions and make sure that they worked correctly. And that was fun thing to do. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's like a, if when I'm shutting my computer down in the evening, if I'm supposed to like actually go in and shut down Stream Deck so that it's not open while the computer's shutting down, so it doesn't get like a hard reset or something, or I guess a soft reset, so that some things reset but not everything. I don't know. These are the things that, these are the kind of problems you want to have. There are worse things going on in the world right now. Ay, ay, ay. All right. There's eye socket number 2, número 2. So we are going to concave it in. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna fill that in a little bit better, because now we can see through the mound. We don't want that. That's the thing we don't want. So as long as we scooch things around, I think we'll be in good shape. What did everyone think of Elden Ring, if you've played it? I kind of impulse bought it. Maybe a week before its release. I was like, oh, I didn't even friggin' know about it. I was just like, oh, what's this game? Oh, George Railroad Martin, what? And I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, so I wasn't like hyped for it. It looked neat. I was curious more than anything. I never played a Dark Souls game, so I know, yeah, it's kind of I'm at a bit of a disadvantage in skill level when it comes to these kind of games, so I'm not really used to it. That being said, I got owned many times in the game by things that probably shouldn't be too big of a deal, like the zombie things in the training thing. They were fine. Even the knights that they throw at you in the training thing, that was fine. I mean, they got in a good hit or two, but I got them. In the end, I won without dying. But once you get out into the actual like world and start doing stuff and exploring, then things get a little tougher, because then I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I'm used to open world games. I like open world games, so I'm like, great, now we can go and explore. And more on that in a second. But it being a Dark Souls game type thing, the the thing that you run into many times with open world is when you come across a thing, there's that friend or foe kind of thing. You come across an entity, you're like, oh, friend or foe. A lot of times it's very obvious. Sometimes it's not. And I'll say with this game in particular, it was not very clear what was a friend or what was a foe. Not complete. I mean, in one specific instance. I mean, most of the time it's just like, oh, this is clearly a bad guy. Especially for Dark Souls games. Oh, this is clearly an insane monster. You have to run or kill it. But with Elden Ring, and one instance in particular was the Tree Guardian. The big golden knight on a golden horse. I was like, oh, this dude looks cool. He looks like a good guy. No. Absolutely not. So he killed me real quick. And then I searched around. I found the weird lich statue on top of the ruins that led me to a dungeon with weird little gargoyle creatures that I hate. They suck. And like traps and stuff, and I played in there for a little bit, and you know, died a lot because those gargoyles suck. And I was like, okay, I feel like I got my experience. I might play it again later if I feel up to it, and plus, I mean, it's the first week release of it, so it was, you know, glitchy, and it felt, I don't know, maybe, I mean, that's just might be me being so used to playing Skyrim and Breath of the Wild, but for an open world Dark Souls type game, it felt kind of stiff to me. Like I was like, okay, I can't climb anything. That immediately, I'm just spoiled with Breath of the Wild. I'm just spoiled. So this is like, well, I can't climb anything. I can't. That doesn't really help exploring. You can jump though. I know that's a new thing for like Dark Souls type games. You can't really jump, right? As far as I know, one of the few things I do know of Dark Souls, you don't really have a jump action. In this, you do. So that was nice, but it wasn't really anything for me to get used to, since again, I haven't played Dark Souls or Bloodborne or anything like that. So, so yeah, I don't know. I might play it again later. For now, I'm just kind of like, it's okay. That's all right. I mean, it looked great. It looked beautiful. One thing that kind of threw me though, Dark Souls 3 had this beautiful like cinematic opening when you start the game, like 3D animated, looked gorgeous, looked amazing. This had an animatic. Elden Ring just has an animatic. The trailer was better than the start of the game. What? Come on. You can't do like an animated intro to this game? You do a freaking animatic? Anyway, it was fine. I mean, aside from my gripes, the game was fine. I mean, I'm sure it'll smooth out once they get a lot of the bugs taken care of. But yeah, it's cool. I think character creation took longer than a couple of the other parts of the game. I was just like, all right, I'm getting deep into this. What's this submenu? Oh, the eye submenu or the brow submenu. All right, this is going to be a massive deformed skull, but yes, it will make the mound look like a skull. Okay, so we have the eye sockets done for this skull. We are also going to do the nose. Oh, he's got a nose. He's got a little nose. He's got a nose. Let's see. There. And that. Oop, a little bit more that way. There we go. And then Kind of needs something there, though. About that. Do that. There we go. Is that a believable nose hole for that, for something with eye sockets that big? Possibly. Let's sink these in a little bit. I might have to adjust the surrounding foliage. Hey, Soapy, what's up? Welcome, 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 welcome. We are doing the skull. Building out the skull on the Tomb of Horror. This cave. Well, we're not doing the caves quite yet. We have to finish up the mound. We're doing the skull on the top of the mound of the Tomb of Horror, the iconic skull face. We're trying to anyway. Actually clear away some of these extraneous. Oh, that was a load-bearing rock. There we go. Aha, all right. Okay. All right, so now we get to do the teeths. The teethus. Let's see. What is that? These mushrooms? Oh, those are mushrooms. Never mind, we're not doing mushrooms. Alright, can I switch this? You know what? Let me move that. There we go. Switch it right down there. Alright, that's better. And give me one of these tiny rocks. There. Alright. Alright, now the mouth. Mouth. I can't not say it like that sometimes. It's gonna be kind of like that. I mean, we have to make it look like a smile. I mean, that's the iconic. That's how it looks in the module. Where is it? There it is. If I can. It looks like a weird pumpkin smile. More or less. I dare say that ours at least looks better than this one. At least. It's a low bar, but... Alright, so we have to make it look like a toothy smile. So... Let's see. Oh, I guess the easy way to do it would be to arrange the green to look like the bone, the upper jaw and upper mandible and lower mandible, and then arrange the teeth inside that. That could work. Just have to finagle these a little bit. Whoop. Okay, and then this here, and move this down, that, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, and scooch, and just like that works bad, right? Sure, that'll work. Get rid of that one. Okay. Starting a little creepy. Move this one. Get rid of a few layers of this. Right. Okay. Okay. It's a little crooked. We got to come a little further out this way. All right. Bring these down. This, well, might have to get rid of the. There we go. Okay. Guess that's fine. Still feels a little lopsided. Let's see. Start putting in teeth. I mean, I guess we can just arrange them. They don't have to be very because I'm trying to do two things at the same time. I'm trying to cover up any hard edges and also make them look like teeth. So, yeah. As long as I guess as long as they're just arranged in a vague mouth-like pattern, I think we'll be okay. Or not. I think we need discernible teeth. So it needs to look like 2 rows of teeth, upper row, lower row. Otherwise, it's just not going to look quite right. So we need a wider swath. Tearing everything down here. All right, let's see. Let's try and outline it a little bit better. Oops. To adjust my chair. There we go. Okay, that kind of helped. Let's see. All right. Okay. I guess let's try, let's try putting in the upper row, quote unquote, of the stop it. Don't yawn. No, no. I guess this and the discernible space between the two, between the upper row and the upper and lower, is part of what's needed. Okay, already that's starting to look better and creepier. I just wish I had another option than this rock. We could use this, but it's not as dark. And it clearly says in the description, dark rocks. We have these, but it's not as big. So we're stuck with this one. About there, and then trying to make this a progressive climb of stone. And breathing. Where the Two faces of this. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Did what I wanted. Yeah, that's looking a little better, I think. Oh, that's there to cover that up. Right. Well, then let's leave it. Actually, let's rotate it. Put it there. Boom. Alrighty. Yeah. Evil smile. Alright, let's see. Let's put. Whoop. Finish this up here. So we can overlap these in a way. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So can we get a quick walkthrough of what you think running this would be like? Yeah, this, as I mentioned before, do not just drop this on your players. This is not an adventure that you want to work into your campaign. This is an adventure that you want to just be its thing. It's like, I'm going to run Tomb of Horrors, roll up characters. Lots of characters. So there's that. You can't, this is not the kind of thing you're gonna just like be like, hey, I'm gonna take your characters, your beloved, cherished characters into the Tomb of Horrors. How's that sound? Don't do that. You will lose players. This one, yeah, it says in the original it's levels 10 to 14. But yeah, I'd say for 5e, 14th level, I would say at least. Because a Tomb of Annihilation, what's that one? Here, I can look that up real quick. Tomb of Annihilation. Let's see. I'm always horrible at finding where it says the recommended levels in these, especially the online ones. Oh. This adventure is designed to begin with a party of 4 to 6 first level characters, and they advance to 11th. Oh, so Tomb of Annihilation is in spirit. That's a whole thing. Tomb of Annihilation is like you start at level 1 and you eventually get to 11. So, yeah, I mean, I think the dungeon, it's because that takes you're not in the dungeon the whole time, the tomb the whole time. You're doing things outside the tomb, and I think it eventually, once you get to the really nasty parts, you should be level 11. So, yeah, 11 is, for the actual Tomb of Annihilation itself, is 11. For the rest of the adventure, 1 through 10, progressively. But yeah, I would say this would be a real. You have to have a group that you've run for a lot, and they know your play, they know your DM style, and they know that hopefully they know that you're not out to get them actively. And that the players understand, and again, they have to understand what this is. It's not a thing that you can just play and be like, ha ha ha, my character is gonna be awesome by the end of this. No, they're probably just gonna be dead. That's just what this adventure. It's a meat grinder for sure. The meat grinder of meat grinders. Okay, I think that's more or less a skull or a grinning face, in the side of the mound. Cool. And now we just have a few trees and bushes. Done. 2 words. Trees and bushes. Tree. Okay. We're doing the swamp trees. So we want the big, gnarly trunks. Boom. And probably one more. Right about there. And we'll make these kind of big. Where are the other segments? There's one. Found it. The only time I've ever done anything kind of like Tomb of Horrors for a play group where I had to be like from the get-go, and it was more or less like even like a one-shot. I was like, all right, this is not really an adventure. This is just like a one-shot. I'm giving your characters a deck of many things and a bag of beans, and there you go. Have fun. That was the only time I've ever had to do anything like that, and that was okay. That was kind of fun. But it certainly did not make for. Sometimes I wish you could just choose to align to the grid, because it's stuff like this that has dimensionally like round things are very tough to place accurately. Anyway, yeah, with that, it was just kind of like the players had no investment, so it didn't feel very good. That's probably another thing you might run into with this, is like, well, I'm not attached to these characters, so I'm not going to get invested in the story, because my character's probably gonna die. That kind of thing, which you don't really want. That you want them to be invested a little, you know. So I don't know. It might be that it's a point of pride, like the players like, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna beat the Tomb of Horrors. I'm gonna beat it. That could be a thing. I mean, if they're already in it, like, okay, if that's their mindset from the get-go, great. And if they maintain that throughout the module, that's even better. But I imagine for most players, it's kind of like there's going to eventually be a sort of, that's not the right one at all. There's going to be sort of disconnect or disassociation, where you're just kind of like, ugh, I know I'm going to die, so whatever. You don't want it to get to there. You want to keep them, I don't know, keep them invested. And another thing you probably expect here throughout the entire module is decision paralysis. That's probably going to be a constant. That'll be chronic decision paralysis in this module for sure. The players are just like, I don't know where to go. If I go down here, I'm probably gonna die. If I go down there, I'm probably gonna die. I'm just not gonna go anywhere. Whoa, that's not where I wanted to go. Okay, well, we're underwater. We're underwater. Okay, there we go. I wanted to go to the tip of that tree. There we go. All right. Now we can see better. All right, we got one big, gnarly looking tree whose trunk structure is questionable. It's fine. And we'll do a couple twisty roots around the base. There we go. There are two versions of that, aren't there? Or there's... Oh, I got that too. What's this though? Is this the whoops? Is this the same thing? It seems bigger. Oh, nope, it's the same thing. I'm just blind. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna do more of this. But you know what? At a certain point, you just gotta kind of let it look the way it's gonna look. I mean, you're not gonna get away from the boxiness of building in something like this, those hard edges, because that's just how it is. So that's fine. We're gonna put in some, probably put in some thorny bushes. Where are the bushes? Bushes. Plant. There they are. These things. These gnarly looking things. And they have two sizes, small and large. Probably want to put some up here around the skull. Oh, my cat's food dish reminds me that it is time for our first ad break. We have it keyed to every 4 hours? 4 hours. Because we can't just give her all her food at once because she'll eat it all. So we have it on a thing that rotates, a carousel type feeding tray, and every 4 hours it rotates the next meal. Because she's a chonkers. A little bit. She's getting better. She definitely lost weight after we got this thing. Ooh boy. Anyway, ad break. Let's pray our button works. Work, ad break button, work. Be right back. Hey, whoa, we're back. Hello. How are things? How are the ads? I don't get to see them, so I have no idea what ads they are. I apologize for them. They are what they are. Anyway, let's see. Oh, that button is working again. Is it? Is it really working? It's working again. Okay, that's good. That's good news for Saturday. Oh boy. Other Saturdays for Skyrim, because that action is necessary in order to interact with my desktop. Because when you play Skyrim on Steam, it locks you into Skyrim, and you have to hit exit to access other things on your. If you have like 2 monitors, like I do, if you want to get a link on your other monitor or another window, you're basically your cursor disappears when you're in Skyrim. I know all this is riveting. Let's get back to this, shall we? I'm gonna place a little lily pad right here because it needs it. Boom, done. All right. Whoop. Okay, spiny bushes. Because in the description it does say thorny bushes and bare, nearly flat, low mountaintop, which is really just like a steep, if you will. We rounded ours a bit just to, give it a little character. Yeah, so scooch this slightly. Make it worse and trying to fix it. That's what I always feel like I'm doing with these tree trunks. Did I make it worse? Whatever. I guess no matter what I do, it's gonna look slightly off. Alright, back to the trees. Where are the segments that I need? Did I use this one already? I most certainly did. There's a new one. There we go. All right. Maybe if I try and go with the, I don't know, angle of the base trunk, it'll look a little bit better. But it's so difficult. It's hard. This is hard. Come on, mouse. There we go. Right about there. Yes and no. Oh, nope. Didn't want that. There we go. Sorry. There we go. Try it like this. Whoa. Aha. Okay. I like the angle, but not the position. Position's feels a little off. But it might just be like if I come, like All right, that's good enough. That's fine. That's fine. Moving on. Let's just put a top on this thing. I'm done. I'm done with it. Done with this tree. Right about there. Perfect. Not gonna touch it. All right. Couple more bushes. Put some bushes. Put some bushes. Big thorny bastards. Alright. Cool. I'd say probably especially along this small little spiny little tiny spinies here along the edge. The rocky edge. Trying to space them intermittently and not fall into a pattern. Sure. All right, and all right, trying to get this done somewhat quick so we can move on. Moving on to Caves of Chaos. Let's see. Oops. Did I lose it? I think I lost it. I did. Put a couple growing around the... Oh, this makes it super creepy. This, just even placing that one, just vaguely reminds me of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the book. That added texture of like the... That, I like that. All right, cool. The textures that should not be. God, I mean, even the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That was nightmare fuel when I was a kid. Just pure nightmare fuel. It wasn't even like the stories weren't particularly scary. The illustrations were horrifying for a kid. Good God, they were just horrifyingly, just pure nightmare fuel for a kid. Even now they're creepy, but it's less like, oh, I'm gonna have nightmares. It's more like, oh, that's awesome kind of thing. All right. Well, that I do like that, the added texture. It does add that level of creepy, which is what we're going for. And it breaks up the any kind of artificial a little bit. It kind of breaks up the artificial feel. Let's do a tiny one here. And one more right over here. Sure. All right, and a few more little things here and there. I want to cluster them too close together. And anywhere where it's particularly bare, throw a couple down. Maybe some cattails. We do have. Well, no. We'll nix the cattail idea. And sticking with the description, we already threw down one over there. I don't want to put any more down. All right. View from this angle on this little mound. Put a couple. So yeah, sure, it does make it look like a giant skull. A giant deformed skull, but it's a giant skull, nonetheless. It's even got this little bump here. And I think giant deformed skulls is, you know, apropos, fitting for this nightmare of a module. Lost the tile again. There we go. And wow. Yeah, just trying to add this extra little layer of texture. More up in here. All right, I think that's sufficient. All right, and we're gonna do one tree over here. I was planning on doing more, but you know what? We're just gonna do one. We'll do it right in this muddy spot with the water, because why not? There we go. All right, and we'll make it I don't know, kind of stunted, I guess. We'll do one segment. We'll do the, there it is, this one. I guess you could overlap them. Would that make it, nah, probably, that would just make it look weirder. Wait, what angle? Okay, it's sticking out that way. What angle is this sticking out? That, okay, so we want it to twist back the other way, I guess. Alright, sort of. Sure. Okay. I'll take it. Mostly because I don't want to mess with it anymore. And then we'll throw a top on it here. Probably wrapping around the other way. Good? Sure. Good enough. Perfect. And then a few little roots sticking out. A little water here. All right. Cool. That is the Tomb of Horrors. Let me get to a spot. There we go. Where I can zoom out adequately. And let's get the proper view stuff back up. so we can see this properly. All right, so isolate red. This guy is gonna be that, and no, fog down a little. There you go. There's your Tomb of Horrors. Yeah. And if I wanted to do a little bit more, I could put like a slightly underwater path leading up to it, but you don't really need to, use minis for that bit. You can just say, okay, you guys get through the swamp. They have enough to fight. Don't do random encounters leading up to the Tomb of Horrors. They have enough to worry about. Then we got the skull there, being all creepy. Excellent. All right. God, those brambles just make it so much worse. So much creepier. All right, cool. Actually, one small thing we're gonna do here. Change this back. That. Change this back to this. There. And whoops. I gotta fix this slightly. The nose seems a little small. So we're gonna build it out just a little bit. Sink that down. Sink this down slightly. Let's just move this. There we go. And then I guess it just we'll just have it come to a join. Come to a join right there. Maybe not. Looking at it, I don't want the two things to touch, I guess. Do I? I don't know. Yeah, that's what. All right. Alright, that I can live with that. Just made it slightly bigger. Alright, cool. It's done. Save it. Save that, save it. And there is the Tomb of Horrors, complete with the mound enclosing it. Ta-da. Sweet. Alright. Cool beans. Oh, we need a fanfare for this, don't we? I don't know. There's your fanfare. Great. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, shall we? Done, on to the next one. Done, I'm done, and on to the next one. To quote Dave Grohl. Is that Dave Grohl? Okay, cool. Tomb of Horrors. Dunzo. Okay then. Boards. New board. You can see all my boards here. All my boards. Montanel, keep on the board. Or should we just make it in the keep it? No. I think we'll leave this the way it is. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. I was like, wait, why isn't the grass populating? Oh, okay, there we go. Good old keeping the Borderlands. Hooray. Wow. Yeah, building a city is so much, it just feels like there's so much more detail than doing a nature scene like that. So with the caves, I'm definitely going to need to really, I don't know, exploit the assets that they have in here, because they just added stalactites and stalagmites relatively recently. So that'll be good. We have that we can use. Yeah, we're just gonna make a new board. Nope, that's not the right. There we go. Create a new board. There we go. We're gonna name it this, and it is right here. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Caves of Chaos. Done and done. All right. So for this, we're definitely going to need cavern stuff, roots. Those will be actually really useful. There's also we've also got, let's see, where's Grim? There it is, Grim. Cobwebs. These bones. What are these? They're just random femurs. Are these supposed to be like bone levers? That's weird. All right. Anyway, what are those for? They're not with the bones. They're with weapon? Oh. Okay. Giant clubs, I guess, made of femurs. Giant femur bones. All right, anyway, we have skulls we can use. We have like maybe I don't think there would be chains in there, but there would be cobwebs in some areas. I'm pretty sure there's a portion where you might have to fight giant spiders. Seems like a thing for a level design, for a module design for levels 1 through 3. seems legit. So Caves of Chaos. This is huge. These are the Caves of Chaos. They stretch all around this thing. So where to start? Where to frickin' start? Oh, this was property of Phil. Look at that. It's backwards in the thing, but these are, yeah, this is old. This is a old module. I'm sure Phil treasured this back in 1980. Back in 1980 in high school or middle school or whenever he had it. I wasn't even born. I'm not that old. I'm old, but I'm not that old. All right, cool. So I guess we get a first things first. What music do we listen to for this one? Call for Heroes. What's that? Okay. Ooh, Dark Caverns. That's perfect. Just by name. I mean, I'm not even gonna worry about what the rest of it sounds like. That sounds on point. All right, so for the board, I think this is fine. If we do this, that's more desert. Which I guess is fine. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. That feels better. Ooh, it's got a synth aspect to it. All right, we're gonna apply it to the board so that it sticks. Oh, sound effect. Ambient. Cavern dry. There we go. All right. Now this will get us in the right mindset. All right. Awesome. Excellent. Okay. So, geez. I mean, where to even start? I guess we just do the network of caves and then build up the ravine around it, because it's like this. It's just a canyon. It's just built into this like canyon, multi-tiered canyon, might I add. Wow. mean, this is outlined in the module, right? It's just, I'm pretty sure. It was like the whole other part of the module that I didn't look at while I was building the Keep on the Borderland. I was like, all right, I only have to worry about this part of it, because the rest of this is Caves of Chaos. All right, let's see. So, I think we're just going to start at the upper left, which seems counter to how we should be building it, but, oh, here we go. Caves of Chaos. Start. Oh, okay. This starts right in the center of the module. So we're technically going to be starting in area 58, which feels very much toward the bottom numbers. Yeah, so that's like, okay, it's sort of the penultimate area. Temple of Evil Chaos. Yeah, that seems, is there another corner where it starts? This one has lower numbers. We could do that one. Where's one? Where is one? Oh, there it is. All right, we'll do that. Let's start in the upper right. That feels a little better. I mean, we could start at 1. It's not like we have a a thing or like a limit. I do have to worry about height though, because this goes 100 feet up. The top of the mound is 100 feet up, and then there are trees and stuff on top of that. So that's 20. We can get a measurement. Let's do that. Let's do a measurement first. I know how exciting that is. All right, my favorite thing to use for measurement. We use the Morgoth stair blocks, and so these are 5 feet. 5 feet. Let me turn on my grid. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. And we take that and we copy it, and that is now in our clipboard. So that's 10, 20, no wait, sorry, that was 50. Oh, that, okay. This is 100. This is 100. I can't do math right now. Because we did 10 times 5 is 50. Derp. And 50 times 2 is 100. So that's 100 feet at the very tip top of this. So we can even just leave that there, oops, as our measuring stick, as our yardstick, as to how tall the caves are as a whole, which takes us more or less to the center of our overall design area. So that's fine, I think. So even if we, I mean, I haven't read this, so I don't know how deep the first level goes, or if any of them go very deep into the below the baseline. Is the worry. If any of these rooms go below the baseline, then we have to do what we ended up doing with Doom of Horrors, which was grab everything and shift it up like 20 and 30 feet. From the map, I mean, just looking at the first level, it looks like there are stairs, but they go up. Yeah, that would go up. Even though it looks like some of them have stairs that go down, they lead to a door that opens up on the next level of the steep. So, yeah, I'm gonna assume that all of these stairs go up. Anything on the upper levels that go down, I'm gonna assume Okay, those are on the same level somehow. Oh, wait. Ow. I guess it just, whatever. So those stairs go down, but they lead from the second level. Okay, there's a slope. Okay. It's actually labeled slope. Great. That's that. Again, a slope. I'm guessing it leads... Okay, that's from the second level, so if it leads down, that's fine, because we have room. Alright. So... 25 feet up from the baseline to the second level. Another 25 feet up to the third level. Another 25 feet up to the fourth level, and then another 25 feet up to the very top of this canyon. Okay. Wait. Those, yep, we just looked at that. That goes up because it leads to this. And that goes up again because it leads to that. And then that's on the second level, so if it slopes, it's fine. And there are no stairs there. And oh, that goes down, but it doesn't lead to a door, but that's fine because it's on the second level. All right, I think we're good. If we run into anything, we'll have to adapt. It's just how it's gonna have to be. We'll just have to adapt once we hit a snag. All right, so we're gonna pick a spot for A. And this is gonna be the first entrance. I should probably just get this out, set it aside so I can read what we're doing. So A is the kobold lair. There's a 2 in 6 chance that as the group enters the cave-like tunnel, 8 kobolds will come out from hiding in the trees above and attack first. Kobolds, and yeah, they have the stats, which don't make any sense. In 5th edition, maybe armor class 7? That's a really bad armor class. No, it doesn't. Armor class in the old days, when it goes down, that's better. It goes up, that's worse. 10 is bad. Yeah, 10 is a bad armor class. -1 is a great armor class. Let's see. Guard room is room 1, which is a 10 by 10. These are 10 feet squares. Scale, 1 square equals 10 feet. Great. Good to know. 6 kobold guards in the 10 by 10 guard room. I'm guessing this, like, I guess we should decide what tile set we're going to be using for most of this, because we could, I mean, it seems like cavern, right? But I mean, a lot of the rooms are actually, like, built. It sounds like, from the sound of it, like they're masonry rooms. Let's read the description of the caves overall. Let's see. Alright, so straight from Gary Gygax to your ears. DM note: when the players discover the ravine area, read the following paragraph to them. Add whatever you feel is appropriate to the description of what they see, but be careful not to give anything away or mislead them. Information on how you should handle the whole area is given here before the encounter area description. Start. The forest you have been passing through has been getting more dense, tangled, and gloomier than before. The thick, twisted tree trunks, unnaturally misshapen limbs, writhing roots, clutching and grasping thorns and briars all seem to warn and ward you off, but you have forced and hacked your way through regardless. Now the strange growth has suddenly ended. You have stepped out of the thicket and into a ravine-like area. The walls rise rather steeply to either side to a height of about 100 feet or so. Dark, streaked rock mingled with earth. Clumps of trees grow here and there, both on the floor of the ravine and up the sloping walls of the canyon. The opening you stand in is about 200 feet wide. The ravine runs at least 400 feet west actually 440 feet, to where the western end rises to a steep slope. Here and there, at varying heights on all sides of the ravine, you can see black mouths of cave-like openings in the rock. The sunlight is dim, the air dank. It's dank, bro. There is an oppressive feeling here, as if something evil is watching and waiting to pounce upon you. There are bare, dead trees here and there, and upon one a vulture perches and gazes hungrily at you. A flock of ravens rise croaking from the ground, the beat of their wings and their cries magnified by the terrain to sound loud and horrible. Amongst the litter of rubble, boulders, and dead wood scattered about on the ravine floor, you can see bits of gleaming ivory and white. Closer inspection reveals that these are bones and skulls of men, animals, and other things. You know that you have certainly discovered the Caves of Chaos. Sweet. Alright, notes for the DM on the Caves of Chaos. Cave area map. There are woods, overlays, and rough contour lines shown on the map. These are only for surface movement references, and once your players are underground, you should ignore these markings. Right, well, great. Woods. The small groves and copses are thick growths, tangled and forbidding. You may, at your option, have characters encounter occasional monsters herein. Sturges, humanoids, kobolds, orcs, etc., from the caves nearby, or the like. Movement through these wooded areas is slow and difficult. Characters must move in single file. Even though not shown, there are single trees, shrubs, and bushes otherwise. Underground. The caves, passages, and rooms of the complex are on different levels. Passages slope upwards and downwards between the contours, even where stairways are not shown. Areas are roofed by at least 5 feet of solid rock. Okay. Interiors. Except where noted otherwise, all underground areas are natural. Okay, this is what we're looking at. Natural or hewn from living rock. All surfaces are rough and easy to climb for a thief, with small ledges, minor cracks, small openings, etc. Okay, that was what we were looking for. We can stop reading. So, unless noted elsewhere, it is all natural rock. So, okay. So each room, unless if the room says this room is masoned with stone and stuff, like an old dwarven whatever, then we're gonna stick with the caverns. That's gonna be our go-to is the cavern tile set, which is fine. I mean, it works. It works for what we're gonna need, and we can kind of finagle it. It's just kind of a pain. And from what we can tell from the map, we're not going any deeper than this baseline. So I hate to do it, but we might just build on the ground level. I really don't want to, though. Tell you what, we're going to come up 25 feet from the playmat. 25 feet up from the playmat, and we'll build there. That's going to be our baseline. That way, if anything goes down, or maybe it should be 30, because of 5-foot roof of stone. We'll do 30 feet up. Then I'm gonna, that's just for my peace of mind. Just in case. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Boom. Or boom. Right about there is where we're gonna be building. Right there. Okay, so 30 feet up is where we will start. Which means that an additional 30 feet above this is the very top of the ravine. Cool. So, starting here, and we'll just, as we go, we'll read the rooms. We'll start at room 1 and just progress. That just seems a logical way to do it. As illogical as this whole endeavor may be. Sorry, I'm checking to make sure that I don't have a message from... Nope. Okay, good. My wife is feeling poorly, but she went into work anyway, so I am expecting... Gillisme! What's up? We are starting the Caves of Chaos. Starting in at it. We're at the very, very early stages of building this out. So area A. Let's do. What are we gonna do for? All good. What's that? Caves of Chaos is the companion part to the Keep on the Borderlands module, B2. We built the Keep on the Borderlands. That is already done. We are doing the other map that's included with the module, which is this beast, this ravine that is filled with caves of monsters and all manner of nasty stuff. So that'll be fun. And it's going to take a long time. It's going to be a long time, probably. Okay. So, what do we want to use for like the ground outside? That's probably a good. It's a ravine, so it's probably, I guess, this, right? This like dry, cracked ground. Sounds pretty on point. All right, so this is the 10-foot spot. We're putting down our first official tile for Caves of Chaos. This is the 10 foot by 10 foot slab outside of Cave A. Bam, done. All right, cool. So from there, it goes into the cave, 20 feet. Let's see. Oh, I'll use this guy. Okay. Also important to note, there is something at the 20-foot mark, which is a pit. Okay. Giant rats. Where's the pit trap thing? Ah, here we go. 30 feet inside the entrance is a pit. There is a 3 in 6 chance that each person in the front rank will fall in unless they are probing ahead with a 10-foot pole. There's a 1 in 6 chance that individuals in the second rank will also fall in, but only if they are close to the first rank and the characters ahead, and the character ahead has fallen. The pit is 10 feet deep, and those falling will take 1d6 points. Yeah, this is a stark difference from the map in the dungeon that we were just working on. This is a 10-foot pit trap. That's a boo-boo. That's a boo-boo compared to the map we were just working on. And see, this does go 10 feet down immediately. We would have, if we had started at the base level, we'd have been like, crap. So good. We have room to play with. So this, I suppose this entire tile is going to be a hide volume, so we can go ahead and make that now. We just boop and down a little bit, not too far. There. Now that's hidden, and now we can make it visible or invisible as soon as the players hit it. So there we go. And we made the hide volume selection shallow. So unless we set something directly on top of the center of that tile, we should be good. It won't be included in the hide volume, but we just got to be cognizant of that. All right, so with that in mind, let's see, what are we going to do for the pit? It's a very basic pit from the sounds of it, so I think we're just going to make it look like striated earth. So I guess we can just surround it with this, and then just or and hear me out, we can use our cavern things like right away, which I think is probably better. Let's see. Okay, yeah, these. So we want to go. Let's see. It's tough telling exactly where that is. So let's do this. Let's build down first. So if we build down from here, just trying to do. Okay. So, I guess like this? Yeah, it's only 10 feet deep. So this is actually perfect. That's exactly 10 feet. Okay. Sure. We do need to move it down slightly. And we do need to fill in the gaps. See, that's part of the problem with these cavern tiles. They aren't solid with each other. So you do get gaps. And for me, I don't like that. So you do kind of have to fill them in with that kind of thing. Like overlap them. But that's just me because I'm slightly OCD. There we go. And there it is. There's the pit trap at the beginning of this. So we want to outline this with some smaller nature. There we go. These things. Just to kind of conceal it. And we can build on top of those with, or I guess we could just build on top of it with, this is fine. Let me see something here. Can I actually, where's cavern? Actually also, there we go. Alright, kind of helps. Kind of doesn't help, but it kind of helps. Alright, back to the cavern. They have these pillars that I think you can use to kind of... it doesn't stick out. No. I mean, that's fine. But I think what we want to do around here, instead of just that thing, we want to do like this. Right? Yeah, that's what it's going to end up being. Is essentially, well, not. Is that? Oh, it does go that way. Okay, so it would actually be like that. Aha! There we go. All right. And all the areas in between are just going to be whatever. We could try and fill it with rock tiles, but that would take forever. I think as long as we have the path outlined and the it should be fine. Okay, so I think would the floor, I think the floor there would actually be this. Just to kind of mesh with what the floors are actually going to be. So that means that this is also going to be this. And oh, look at that. Our hidden thing stayed, even though we swapped out the tile. Whatever we place in here, within that hide volume, will be hidden. So that makes swapping things out pretty easy, thankfully. All right, so I think we're just going to be using... This is for the... actually, you know what? We could probably kind of merge them a little bit. So there's a little bit of a transition. We take the 2x2 overlap. Overlap that one. What if we come down half a step? Nope, you're not going to see it at all. If we could put it there, that'd be great, but you can't. All right. Fair enough. Let's see. Back to cavern. We want these for the outside walls. Yep. And we're probably going to... In addition to that, we're probably also going to add rock, like a rock face, like a rough rock, hewn rock face, along with this, along the outside cave mouth. which I mean we can just go ahead and do. May as well. Where is my nature stuff? Rock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. So kind of like that. Maybe. Trouble with this is I have to orient it in a way that it's not gonna interfere with any other interior rooms. Oh, I am a dingus. This has to go here, which means this has to go here. This has to go here. This has to go here. There we go. Okay, now it makes sense. Whoops. Well, no. That's fine. Completely fine. Cavern. And we are just gonna do this. It might take a little bit extra to do this, but I think it's worth it. If we outline where we're going to place the walls with just that 1x2 floor, and then place the walls on top of it, it might save us a bit of headache later. Because if we use the tiles with the floors integrated, I'd say outside of some specific instances, it would be better just to do it this way, because it gives us a little bit more control and variation. I don't know if we want to switch things up. And I don't like this sticking out like that. I mean, we did it here, but whatever. Yeah, I think moving forward, we're just gonna do that. Stick with doing that, and then just putting this on top of it. Overlap as needed. There we go. All right. So we have the entrance and the pit trap. It forks off like that. Actually, this one goes back into another room immediately. So that's the 10x10 guard room, quote unquote. So here's a question. Never mind, I'll answer it. No. Like, do we count the walls as not being there, or do we count the walls? Like, no, it's like, is it 10 feet beyond this threshold, 10x10, or is it this the 10x10 room? This is the 10x10 room. That's how it's gonna have to work. All right, cool. So actually, we need the 1x2, 1x2, 1x2. And it's gonna be a 1x2 right there. Beautiful. Yeah, I'd say like most of the other tile sets, they have a actually that looks really cool like that. They have a wall section that instead of having the bit that sticks out, they have just the wall and the tiles immediately beneath it. We don't have that for like this. This doesn't have that option. We have this with the wall and like a 2x2, and then we just have just the wall. Which I wish we had the other option. I guess is this no, that's a fancy corner. So yeah, I don't know. Do we have they have one with a hard corner, which is the one we just used, which is this. So if it comes to it and we need like a hard corner, we can, which I think we might do here. Shoot. I need to do the 1x1. Oh, life is so hard. There we go. Alright, so we do that, and then plop that one down. And there you can see real issue there. Big gap. So we just take this and plop right there. Done. Donezo. And then we can kind of use that. that. Yeah, there's still a gap. If they were more solid, I would definitely feel better about it, but whatever. It is what it is. It's still cool as hell. I'm griping about the smallest things, and like this thing that 13-year-old me would have freaking lost his mind over. What? You use 3D map for D&D? What? All right. I'm liking it. I'm liking the way it's shaping up. Finish your sentence. All right, so the exterior. Does it get any better if we do it this way? If we rotate it to stick out a bit more and to maybe make it look like the entrance is a little rougher. I mean, sure. Sure. It's fine. And there. It's in a section that's gonna... Oh, I see. It's in a section that kind of slants that way. So, slightly. So let's do... Yeah, I guess that's fine. Cool. All right. Boom, right there. Okay, so you have the entrance. There's 10 feet there, and then right at the intersection, there's the pit trap. Excellent. We have room 1, which is apparently 6 kobolds somehow fit in here. I mean, we'll come to that later. I mean, we can make it bigger if we need to, which we may need to. We can extend it like 5 to 10 feet in one direction. I will say, excuse me, this map is built in 10 by 10 blocks, so if something feels weird, that's probably why. So we're going to take our second little ad break, and when we come back, we're going to dive a little bit more into the Caves of Chaos. BRB. Yo! Hi, what's up? We're back, playing TaleSpire. We're gonna build some more of the Caves of Chaos. Here it is. Here is Cave A, Area 1. Room 1 is right here. Room 1, where there are going to be multiple kobolds. 6. 6 kobolds are gonna fit in here somehow. We may end up enlarging that room slightly. So we're going to go off to the left here because that dead ends. That makes it a little bit easier for us. So, let's see. It goes 10, 20... Okay, we did the 10. All right, so it goes another 10, 20, 30 feet in this direction. Okay, 10, 20, 30. For the first 10 feet of that, there is a wall. On the... Oh, there's no compass rose here, so I don't know which way is north. On the upper part of this wall. So we're going to do this and this. And then we're going to place... Whoops. Place wall. There and there. And also there. And there is wall all along the lower edge. And it turns here, so... There we go. Ugh, excuse me. Man, what is with me today? I'll do that. And... There we go. There we go. And, oops. Whoa, whoa. There we go. It is going to curve up that way. Perfect. All right. So the entrance to this room is 20 feet. So whoop. The interior is that. So it's got that, and then those two, and then whoops, another two, and then it comes out two this way. Cool. So it's 3 by 2. Yep. And 10-foot squares. 3 by 2. Perfect. Then we have the wall spaces, which are going to be 5 feet. Oops. There. Ugh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, interesting. Okay, there. Those. I guess that's fine. That's good. We have two. Oh, we do have two corner options here. We can just do this. There we go. Solves a little bit of our problem. There. And do that. And fill it in, because apparently you have to always overlap with this one. You believe even, oh wait, that might have, okay, that's closed. So there's no gap there. That one is a nice solid fit. Good. Perfect. Okay, what's in this room? That's a big question. Giant rats. Amidst garbage and waste, there are 18 giant rats. 1 in 20 chance per wound caused that disease will result. Ugh, there's just garbage here. And giant rats. These monsters are the pets of the kobolds, living off garbage and waste of their hosts. They will rush to the sound of the trap door closing or battle. They have nothing of value in their lair or on their bodies, but their leader, rat number 18, will be at the back of the pack. A huge fellow. Let's see. Wears a thin silver chain set with 5 small gems. It's just jewelry worth 400 gold pieces, apparently. Oh, and the silver chain is worth 50 gold, so 450. Wait a minute. Each gem... Oh, I see. The chain is worth 50, and each gem is worth 50. All right. The weight of a few rats will not trigger the pit trap. Good to know. Okay, so garbage. Garbage day. Good to know. Let's add a little flair to this. Actually, we can go to here and cavern, and we can add a little bit of zhuzh to this room. Maybe a little natural thing that they kept. I know the walls are hewn, so those are gonna look the way they look, but the features of the floor and stuff, they might, leave a little bit if they feel like they don't really need to change it. There is a tree on the map directly above this area, and actually this area too, so we can do roots to give it a little bit extra flavor. Maybe a couple over here, but not many, but along this wall only, I would say. So let's do a nice big root right here. Like that. There we go. And maybe another one right at the corner. That's nice and creepy. There we go. There we are. All right, cool. Any small ones? That's kind of small. Kind of here? Sure. Because, you know, fertilizer. There's fertilizer down here. The roots are going to be like, oh. Just a bunch of garbage in here, which is, you know, essentially fertilizer. All right. Cool beans. Garbage. How do we do garbage? Well, there is the dirt is this, which we can just fill this room with, I guess. That kind of works. We can also do some bones. I mean, I'm fine with that. This is a very relaxing activity. Put it like spilling out a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Just to kind of... This shouldn't... I don't want to... I wish that we had a different option. I mean, there's rubble and stuff, and maybe some debris that we can throw in here, but not much. This is like our only option for garbage. And we can I don't want to throw any cobwebs. It is a lived-in cave. There's things living in here, so it's not like it's abandoned and cobwebby. Okay, let's say that's fine. Maybe it piles up a little bit here near this thing. I don't mind doing this as we go. Oh, we can put mushrooms. I don't really want to double back and redo every room. Like some rooms I'm gonna have to, like if a room relies on another room's existence, of course I'm gonna double back and do the room. But if I can complete a room in the process of starting this thing, that's all the better. I mean, I'd rather do it that way. Otherwise, it's going to be whole streams of me just outlining rooms, which is boring. This way, at least we get into the detail as we go. And that makes every stream will have some detail. Some of this. Some set dressing, as I call it. There's a lot of little tiny skulls in here. That's what that little white thing looks like to me, or it's I don't know. A rock. Could be a rock, could be a skull. Who knows? There's certainly a lot of them, though. But yeah, I can also put mushrooms in here, which I think I will do, just to make it look a little bit more like garbage day. A few bare spots. Let's do like a couple here against the back wall. Just like one or two. I mean, we've pretty much carpeted this thing in garbage, which the kobolds would do. And, you know, they made a pit trap. That's your base level kobold thing that kobolds do. They make traps. Pit trap is the basic of basic. The most basic of basics. don't think I need to add any embellishments there. I was like, but getting into it, I was like, oh, kobolds, are they going to have sufficient traps? I mean, this is early D&D. Has that trope been established for them? Are they the trappiest of trap makers, even in this edition? And yeah, sure, a little bit. Seems to be. There. Here. A little bit more. This corner. Build it up a little bit. I'd say in the corners we'd want it to like pile up slightly. So like make it look mound, like it's mounding up in the corners. Yeah, like that. And we're not really getting any of it's, none of it's really poking out of the other side, so that's cool. Let's see. Whoop. Come on, there we go. Go. Piled up in the corner. One more corner. And we're good. I think, yeah, we'll leave this bare. That's fine. And we'll just pile up in this corner a little bit. Just give it some variation so it's not completely covered in garbage. But, it's a lot of garbage. And poo-poo. Let's be clear. It's garbage and poop. Kobold poop. So it's not a great place to be. Cool. There we go. There's your garbage. A couple mushrooms. How about let's do mushrooms? Let's see. Tree, dirt, rock, mushroom. These little yellow things. I like that one. We'll do that. And we'll put them near the tree, as near to the tree as we can get, and still be in the muck. I guess it'd be here. There we go. And a few. Oh, they have singles. Nice, dude. Nice. Here, right at the corner. And how about another couple kind of peppered around? I think we just do the yellow ones. I don't want to make it a colorful panoply of mush. Just a few here and there. There we go. Okay, and a few more over here. All right, cool. And there are giant rats in here. I'm not going to place a bunch of giant rats. I'm going to place... Do we have rats? I don't think we do. Oh, no, we do. There we go. Rat. I gotta get out of build mode. There we go. Maybe we just do... I guess they would be tiny, right? They would still be... Like, a tiny rat is still a big rat. Since... Yeah. There. So it's 18 of these things? Yeah, we're not going to place all 18. We'll do a few. We'll just do a couple. just to outline what's in this room. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Set size. There we go. Shrink it down. Man, I don't. Can I copy this? Hold on. Copy. No. All right. We'll do 3. We'll do three of these rats. Oops. There we go. Cool. 3 giant rats to illustrate the 18 that are actually here. Maybe we'll put one up here. We did want to put... where is it? Cavern. Yeah, like maybe this here. I'll have to move that rat. There we go. The rat's there. Yeah, there we go. It's too big. That's way too big. What about this one? This one? Gotta keep in mind the height of this thing. Okay. I mean, that's gonna go away as soon as I... That's way too big. I think that works. It's gonna be sticking out beneath it, but... Oh, not a little bit. There we go. Perfect. That's really all we want. Done. Whoa. Okay, that doesn't work. Wait. There we go. Had to get back into build mode. Alright. Alright, cool. So there's that room, more or less, with some rats, a bunch of garbage, some mushrooms. You know, like you do. Exit build mode. There we go. Let's see a little bit better. One thing I always kind of... I can never decide on is how to do like the spaces between the walls like this. Like, do I fill it with something? Do I just leave it? I think in this instance we just leave it. Otherwise we're gonna be here forever trying to fill in the space. I mean, like with the dungeon we did in for Keep on the Borderlands, just leave the empty space. It's not worth trying to fill in with other stuff. It is what it is. All right, cool. So we went that direction. We did the thing. Great. Perfect. Here, I think we are going to go ahead and extend this a little bit. Just like 5 feet. Up this way. Oop. And... Oop. And... Whoa. Okay. Oop. There we go. Let's get our thing back up here. And cavern. Thank you. It's already on cavern. Beautiful. As if it knew. There. And then please move my grid. Boom. Alright. And here. 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 And oh. So one there. Boom. Alright, cool. Now it feels like it could hold 6 kobolds. 1 in each square. Done. Artistic license. Just made it slightly bigger. That's fine. Alright. So, that's the end of this corridor. It ends over here in this garbage pit with rats. And that's done. Feeling good about it. Also we're gonna add some roots over here. Let's see. Roots. Put one of these right here. About there. And another one of these, or actually this one. go. Cool. How about another one of these right here along this slanty bit? Cool. All right. So 6 kobolds are hanging out in here, which the players will clearly see from the entrance. They're like, oh, hey, look, there's some kobolds over there. And they'll get all amped up and start moving in and fall down a bit, like you do. Excuse me. So let's see, kobolds. Kobolds. Those are under humanoid? Yes, there they are. Just your generic kobold guards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are actually sized for medium, oddly. Kobolds are small. Huh. That might be too small. Like their stature is pretty small, but oh wait, no. I guess they would still take up okay. Well, that's fine. And we're just gonna put one more right over here. Done. There's 6. So 6 kobolds. Done and done. Just chilling. Doing whatever. They're kobold-esque. They're not exactly kobolds. They lack the canine quality that is present in most kobolds. Oh, I should probably re-hide or unhide this. Boom. Done. Alright, cool. There, we have our room 1 and room 2 donezo. We could probably also go ahead and throw in... Where's camping? One of these. Right there. Very, Breath of the Wild-y. The bokoblins, cooking something on a spit. It's always how it is. There you go. There's a kobold garter. Dunzo. Okie dokie. On to the next bit here. Go back to cavern. Alright, so this is 10 feet of wall. I'm gonna go ahead and get that set. There we go. Then it starts to slant like this. So we're gonna need to use this to some effect in conjunction with the regular wall, because that's too much of a slant. So it might be that we just use this and just stagger it downward. That might be enough. I think that will be enough. So, like, this is fine. We just put that there and then just stagger. I think we'll be fine. Let me make sure that that's... Actually, put it here. There we go. Now we're good. Okay. So this is going to be kind of tricky. So it goes for 10, 20, 30, 40 until it levels out. So 40 feet to the right. And we're going to want to come down in 5-foot increments. How does it come down total? So it starts there. 10, 20. So it only comes down this way by 20 feet. So 40, 20. Alright. So that's... Well, then that's easy. At 5 feet every 10-foot thing. 5 feet down for every 10 feet we go this way. Haha. I think. Sounds right. All right, so it starts here. 20, 30, 40. Yeah, it starts right here. So, and it's already coming down, so that's fine. Let's fill this in. All right, so that counts as 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. That's 10, 20, 30, 40. That looks about right. Cool. Maybe we could... Oh, why did I do that when I could use the 1 by 2? Dingus. 10, 20, 30, 40. No, I think we want it... I think we just want it to have that little bit of extra. Go here. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, it does come out a little bit there. So yes, I'd say that's good. We have that there, which is going to be wall, and I guess we're going to have to join each of these. We're going to have to fill everything in, but we'll join these, and then do the interior floors. And a little more of this. Wait, let's use this. Okay. So that's how that goes. All right. And this is just a corridor. It has no description. It's just a corridor. Just a cavern. So I think what we can do here... yeah. We can stagger it like that, but also we can do overlapping with this. So we can do that and... Ooh, that's a little weird. Oh, like that. You have to fill in that gap, but yeah, more or less. More or less like that. So that and that, there you go. Yep, seeing it from this side, you don't even notice. Cool. Yeah, I don't want it sticking out that... Well, maybe. Actually, that might be fine. Cool. That works. And just fill in these gaps there and there, and there. And there you go. Slanty corridor. Goes down that way. Fun. It is about level with that first... Oh, excellent. Hooray. Well, it's actually supposed to be up a little bit like here, but you know what? Whatever. It really... It's fine, I think. I think it actually ended right there. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40. Right. Perfect. All right. So then this keeps going. Could... Let me see. If I do that, get rid of that, get rid of that and that. Now it's a little bit closer to... Oh, actually, it's now exactly where it's supposed to be. Oh, the wall. Okay, it comes across to there. That's fine. That should be fine. All right. So it goes to there. There is a 10-foot space here. Then it branches up 30 feet to another intersection. 20, 30. Then it goes to the right 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. To a dead end, essentially. That is room number 6. Let's read what room number 6 is, and we'll do that since it is basically a dead end. Common chamber. The bulk of the kobold tribe dwells here. There are 17 males, 23 females, and 8 young, oh my god, which do not attack. If their caves are invaded, those able will help in its defense. Males have, a D6 silver pieces each, females a D4 silver pieces. Why do they have less? Man. The young have nothing. Okay, so it's just a common bunk area. So, like bed rolls and stuff like that. But it's like there's 40 of them in here. So it's going to be hard to represent in the space given to us. Well, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 by 40-ish is what this room is going to be. So I guess it's a decent size. All right. Okay. I mean, and then oh god, you get into the whole theological thing with the characters. Is like, okay, you see baby kobolds. What do you do? Oof, that's always rough. You know, and this is in that kind of instance. If you're with a playgroup and you think that might be rough, definitely just say, okay, there are just other male kobolds in here. It takes away from the immersions. Like, oh, well, where are the females? Do they live here? Where's the? Yeah, but do you really want to? Kobold wage gap. Yeah, it's a real thing. Do you really want to throw in the thing for, the players to start decimating the kobold population? It's like, oh, yeah, they're babies. You killed some babies too. Then players feel bad. They're like, what? No! And then you get into a whole thing. It's like, well, I want to rescue some of the babies or whatever, or try to raise them. It's like, all right, if you really, really want to. And it's this whole sociological thing. It's like, well, you brought a kobold into town. They're not looking too kindly at you. They don't want you in town. Which, great. I mean, it gives a little bit of character depth. It's like, well, now this character's gonna be like, well, and well, then I won't live in town. I'll live outside of town and raise the kobold. It comes back to, well, you could have just not killed the kobold's parents. Just left him where he was. Let's see here. Is that right? It comes in like that. You know what? It comes in and it actually goes like this. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Foam Sword Master, by the way, welcome. If I did not say welcome. That's a little closer. I'd say that's accurate-ish. Okay, cool. So that's about the area we have to work with. We fit 40 kobolds in there. And their bunks. And, like, sacks of grain and a bunch of other stuff. But, let's see here. Go ahead and that, and that. And these 2x2s are going to be the spaces in which the walls sit. Or 1x2s. It's fine, you seem very engrossed. I am engrossed. It's getting into this new map. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a little and a lot. Hopefully things are fine on your end. Oh. All right, cool. Just so I know that it splits off to the left and right there. Won't actually do that and that. There. Just so I know later. I'm surprised if there aren't more traps in here. There might be. I mean, so far we've just had the pit trap. But we're dealing with kobolds. So traps are to be expected. And it's a disappointment if you don't get any. Oh, speaking of traps, I mentioned in a previous stream about a trap that I thought of, and I thought was genius, and I came up with it in the spur of the moment. I was like, oh, why hasn't everyone done this? So it was the mirror of life stealing or life trapping. That's full already. So the way the mirror of life trapping works is that if you get sucked into it, you swap places if the mirror is already full, which it has. Where are we doing now? Oh, this is this is the kobold common room, Soapy, to answer your question. And this is the Caves of Chaos, if I hadn't mentioned that. This is the Caves of Chaos. But earlier in the stream it was still Tomb of Horrors. This is now officially the Caves of Chaos. Anyway, the Mirror of Life trapping, as I had mentioned before, the thing with filling it with vampires would be really cool and nasty. You can't fill a Mirror of Life trapping with vampires because vampires don't cast a reflection. And it states explicitly in the Mirror of Life trapping that a creature who sees its reflection in the mirror has to make the save. So vampires won't work. It's probably one of the few creatures that won't. It may in fact be the only creature that won't, except some constructs also don't get trapped in it. So that was a bit of a punt on my end there. So you can't trap vampires in a Mirror of Life trapping. That's a non-combo, a non-bow, if you will. Other neat undead things you could, like revenants. Revenants would be neat, although revenants are really only existing to fight the thing against which they hold a grudge. They might be driven insane by being trapped in the mirror for so long, so there you go. So I would say revenants. A Mirror of Life trapping full of revenants would be pretty nasty. Alright, here we go. Kobold Common Room. If it's blind, does that mean it doesn't work? Yes, that would also mean if a creature is blind, it cannot get trapped in. So, constructs, things that don't cast reflections, things that can't see, those things will not get trapped in a Mirror of Life trapping. But I had to like immediately go to the first thing that's the weirdest of them. Probably the only thing that doesn't cast a reflection, and be like, oh, vampires! Which it would be neat if it worked, which it won't. Another thing is, I was looking at things of an equal challenge rating, which is around CR5. Hags, just a Mirror of Life trapping full of green hags. That'd be really nasty. And even worse if they use their illusion to look like the person that just got swapped into the mirror. Ooh, that would suck. But then you have to think kind of like deeper, is like, okay, there are a bunch of hags in here. Are they all part of the same coven? Are they multiple covens of hags? Whoever did this, whoever trapped all of these hags in here has a bit of a problem on his hands, because even though hags are somewhat adversarial with each other and kind of rivals, frenemies, if you will, they don't take kindly to having large numbers of them being, trapped. I would say it would have larger implications on the person who did this. Whoever trapped all these hags in the Mirror of Life trapping has some serious trouble. I would say at the very least, Baba Yaga is gonna be paying closer attention to this entity, whoever did this. All right, we're gonna sink the floor in slightly. In fact, I think we can. We want to get granular with this and just do it in. And maybe. But then we have to, fit, backfill some of this. So yeah, I'm glad now that I didn't end up, that the players didn't end up triggering that, because then I would have been like, aha, look at my awesome thing. I got vampires and a beer of life trapping. Revel at my genius. And it's just like, dude, that doesn't work. Oh. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right, so we made the floor slightly uneven, which, sure, I mean, it would be, probably. So let's see. What do we want to add? Let's add a couple little, like we can add this down in here, maybe, just for a little, so it isn't completely dipping down there. All right, so bunks and stuff. This is away from any trees, so there wouldn't be a whole lot of roots in that area. In fact, I kind of want to add a couple more roots over here now that I'm thinking about it. Roots. We'll do the big scary one again. Right here in the corner. And how about one of these? Just come down like that. Sure, we already have one over there, but whatever. Whoa, wrong thing. Grabbing the wrong thing. There we go. Alright, good. Kobold Common Area. So, it says there are bunks and stuff like that. I mean, kobolds are pretty, I don't know, crafty. So, I mean, it's probably not outside the realm of possibility that they'd be able to build bunks. Right? I mean, I was just going to do like straw mats or fur mats on the ground, but kobolds would be able to build bunks. I mean, they build elaborate traps. This pit trap is kids play. They have some pretty, they're like the anti-gnome. You know? They're like the opposite of the gnome, or the other face of the coin from a gnome. They can build neat stuff, but most of it's just traps. Gnomes can build neat stuff, which is pretty much a lot of stuff, and it does include traps. All right, so 40. So we need 20 bunks, and possibly also cribs. So let's do some kit bashing here in TaleSpire, and they don't have bunks. What we have, sturdy shelves sturdy shelves. Oh, we got leaves. I think they would be one step up from leaves. Oh, one thing we can do here in this thing, it's a fire pit. Perfect. There you go. They would have that. Put it there. There we go. Sure. There, they have a fire pit. There-ish. Perfect. I guess we do fur, but they wouldn't have an adventurer's pack on there. That's kind of... Oh, here we go. Straw with a dirty pillow thing. Okay, that feels a little bit better. Okay. We'll use that. And we need like a framework for the bunk. I mean, I could use this. This is actually kind of like what they... Yeah, I think they would use something like this in here. Just like a tanned hide with the thing, and then they just for, I don't know, privacy. I don't know. I don't know how Kobold Society views privacy and stuff like that, but it seems like something that they might use. Crafting. A Tesla coil. Of course they would have a Tesla coil. No. Let's see. Furniture. Ooh, is that a new table? Oh, it's one of the, it's the, what's it table? The new set that came out. They got a new table. Look at that. Ooh, look at this. This creepy ass table. That's neat. Anything else? What's this? Whoa. An alien throne. That's kind of intense. Anything else? Got shelves, more workbenches, overturned stuff. Oh, here we go. We can use this for framework for the bunks. All right, so let's see. Yes, I don't know. Or actually, probably want it on. Oops. Probably want it like this, right? That'd make more sense. And of course, we want it to be even. There we go. There we go. Sure, that kind of works. And if we really want to get ingrained in it, I guess we can also use, there's very thin tiles in the rural tile set for like the same kind of thing. We can use this to kind of, I guess it's going to be very because it is reliant on the grid. I can't just place this wherever I want. So, yeah, I mean, it works. We just have to kind of scooch this in and scooch this down. Scooch this down. There you go. There's your bunk. There's a bunk. There's a kobold bunk. Done and done. So yeah, kind of crude, but hey, it works. If you can rotate things upside down, or maybe you could make the bottom of a bed into the top of a shelf. Oh, no, we have shelves. There are shelves. Let's see. And unfortunately, we can't rotate things upside down, which sucks. But furniture, shelves. You got this shelf. It's not as nifty, but yeah, this kind of works. And I mean, we could even do like multiple tiers, right? We could do like 3 high and do like a ladder next to it. We do have ladders. Yeah, let's why not? Let's see. Do that, and then there ish, right there. There. Sure. Copy this, move it up here. And I move down half a step. Nope. Yep. There we go. So we got to move these up, which is fine. All right, cool. And that one's going to be very close to the ceiling of the cave, which is, I guess that's fine. Oop. There we go. All right, cool. Triple decker kobold bunks. Fun time. And yes, we do have ladders. Where are the ladders? Is it miscellaneous interior? Mirror painting household? Is it under household? No. I think it might be something that's... I think it's something that's in one of the actual... and we got these. There are rope... Oh, harbor. I think there are some in the harbor set. There's rope ladders. Just like human bunk beds, just enough room on the top to sleep in and maybe not hit your head. Exactly, yeah. Maybe it is... Is there a harbor set in the... Your stuff? Oh, ladders. There's a whole ladders section. What am I doing? So, how do we want to do this? Would it be... I guess it would be just this, right? Or maybe it would be just a rope ladder. Whatever... Actually, would rope be... Yeah, I guess it would be. Rope would be easier to make than a wooden structure. Overlap those. There we go. And I guess it's anchored to the ceiling, so we need this. Perfect. Well, let's overlap. I got some overlap on this one. Kind of. Or maybe I have to move it down. I think I just have to move this one. Sure, that works. Alright. Cool. Kobold bunks. So we can fit, what was it, 40? There are 40 kobolds in here. A lot easier that way. Like a whole family. Like, could be... This whole thing is for one kobold family. More or less. Let's see. Miscellaneous exterior. Yeah, we just throw some more of this in here. And sure, there's your baby kobold bed. Cool. Let's see. What else can we throw in here? They probably have racks of animals. All we have are fish, but you know what? That's fine. We can do that. They probably have more than one cook fire. So we'll do... Let's see. We'll do the racks of dead animals here. Probably here away from the bunk area. It'll be its own area. So, yeah, it looks very, very colorful dead animals here on racks. What's this? Oh, a thing with a hook. All right. Yeah. Put that here too. Whoops. There we go. Oh, it's time for our ad break. Let us take our third ad break, and when we come back, we're gonna finish up the Kobold Common area, which is proving to be... Oh yeah, I forgot we have Palisade stuff too that we can work with. A little more... Oh, they would definitely have a bunch of like scaffolding and stuff in here. For sure. All right, cool. So when we come back, we'll get a little bit more into that. So be right back. Yo! Hello. We are back. In TaleSpire, building a Kobold Common Room for multiple kobolds and kobold young. So let us see here. I kind of want to make the walls a little more organic looking. So let's come back in here And we're just gonna get one of these and just pop in the corner here, just to round out that corner a little bit. It essentially takes nothing away. It's just it rounds out the corner. I think I'll do that here too. And oh yeah, definitely here. Definitely here. Oh. And that was almost imperceptible, but you know what? I'll keep it. That's fine. Yeah, this is a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. You can see it more there. But perfect. All right. Okie dokie. I think what we're gonna do. Let's see. We want to go here. Miscellaneous exterior is where we were. We were putting fish buckets and stuff around the thing. All right, so knowing that they live in this complex of caves with other monsters that are actively at odds with each other, not war with each other, at odds, they would probably have something to this effect, I would say. Making it so larger creatures, because they're small, kobolds are small, so that medium or larger creatures have difficulty coming through the entrance en masse. So we'll put something here. Yeah, something like that. that would make sense to me. They probably built a fire pit here for this to some extent. Again, kobolds are crafty, so they would have put something up here to sort of not just dig a hole. They would have probably surrounded it. Sort of as best they could with the rocks they could find. There we go. Also, my mic is all up in my face. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Rocks. There's a rock. All right. I want that tiny boy. There's the tiny boy. Kobolds are like crows, unexpectedly smart, social, and vocal. Yep, exactly. I actually got to play a kobold recently, but more on that later. I'm sure that will come up at some point. And that's all I'm going to say on that. There. There. Now. Sure. Okay, so here's what I'm going to try to do. Try to take this and select it without selecting the surrounding rock and stuff. And copy and paste it. Did I not get I didn't get the ladder. Crap. Hold on. Oh, nope. Let's see. Try it again. Alright. There we go. That's what we're trying to do. And then copy. And try and paste this around, and we'll probably end up. Oh, we can't do weird angles with it either. which I guess we couldn't do anyway because of the material, the different tiles we used. So this is going to look a little step and repeat, which, I mean, it is, but we're going to try to space them out slightly different and rotate the bunks once we get them all placed. Okay, that we're going to pop down here like that. Whoa! Maybe like that. This occupies a weird space. It's like 2.5 spaces. And I don't think TaleSpire knows what to do with it. Or I guess it is 1.5. Alright, so like that? I guess that works. Alright. This one we're gonna have to do this way and just move the ladder. Yeah. That works. And same here. We're just gonna have to go in and delete the ladder and move it. Whoa, that's way too far in the wall. That's fine. That ladder's moving, so I guess that's fine. All right, so it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. Okay, so it's 24. No, 21 of the 40 kobolds. Okay, gotta build more bunks. Let's see. So we got half of them. With all that, we got room for half the kobold. Great. So there and there. And there. That gets us to, I don't even know. Well, 30. And even 30. I guess that's fine. Yeah, I mean, we can like double up ladders. This ladder can be used for both of these bunks. Of course. 40 adults. Yep. It said 17 males and 23. Where is it? This is room. What was it? 6? 6. So, yeah, 17 males, 23 females. So, yeah. And then there are 6 more over in the guard room. So it's a lot of kobolds. It's a lot of kobolds. Let's see. So we got 30. We need 10 more. Essentially 3 more bunks, I think, and we can safely say that we have enough. Or they don't have to be bunks. They can just be, beds along the floor. Just 10 somewhere. Which I think might be what we're gonna do. I can't fit any more bunks, but we can fit beds. That's for sure. We can definitely fit beds. So, as long as they're not too in the way of other things, which is a big ask. Okay, I think we can do like 2 or 3 here. Similarly, a couple here. Maybe rotate one, put it here. Prime fire pit spot. Another one here. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 3 more. That's not too much of a bit. Okay, so we can fit 2 over here. I mean, that's super simple. And we just need one more. One more. Somewhere. Somewhere that isn't in the way. Somewhere that isn't going to get trampled. Somewhere that does not lead to a ladder. Huh. I don't want to put it near the food. This is all going to be cooking stuff. Maybe we just put it here. Yeah, right there. Boom, done. 40 beds for kobolds. The 6 that are on guard duty don't get beds. Or maybe they're already counted among the 17 males and 23 females. Some of them could be female, of course. All right. I need to move this ladder because it is bugging the hell out of me. So I gotta move over here. Okay. Like that? Is that how we had it? It was down a little bit. Sure. That works. There you go. All right. So now we got the ladders and everything. Well, there's always 6 on guard, so it just works. Yeah, there you go. 6 are always over there, so they rotate beds. It's fine. Good call. All right, cool. So we have the bunks and everything. Now for the fun part, the clutter. Just the failed projects. We'll say that the young all sleep in this tent. There you go. That just one tent for them, and they just that's just how they do. Failed projects corner, or whatever. Let's see. Where is miscellaneous exterior debris? Here we go. Oh, this is perfect. We'll put this in the hallway leading up to here. Just all these beams and stuff that didn't quite make it. And now it's just a deterrent almost. Actually put it here in the center. There we go. A very lazy trap, but a trap nonetheless. Difficult terrain. The laziest of traps. And palisade, yes. We were going to also do palisade stuff. And scaffolding. I guess we could do it here. So just a little bit here. Because the ladder's here to get to these. Here we go. Rotate it. Rotate. And rotate. I guess that works. Yeah, cool. Same here. Gotta rotate. 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 It's fine. Gotta rotate these. Did I just place it? I did. I placed the ladder at the heads of the bed, which was odd. You don't want to have to climb over your pillow to get into bed. That's just your basic bed etiquette. There we go. And we can put some scaffolding in this corner, just for like shelves and stuff. Maybe some here, but they definitely have some kind of scaffolding. This kind of thing, just with stuff on them. Let's see. Actually, we can probably come out a little bit too. So, oh, perfect. We can actually use this and this. And make a sort of scaffold. Cool. And that'll be, of course, levels of that as well. And I can actually... I don't want to block this. Alright, that's fine. I'll just leave it right there. It's fine. I guess that'll just be level with that. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Cool. All right. I like it. And we'll do another one over here. Make sure it's actually going into the floor. There we go. I guess we can shove this aside here. Or maybe just this one. There we go. Rotate it slightly. Whoop. There we go. Okay. There we go. So, in addition to the ones being on guard over there, we have kobolds up on these scaffoldings with slings. And what adventure was that? There was an adventure where the kobolds had something called stink pots or glue pots, and they would sling them at you. In addition to doing, I don't think they did damage. I think they just did status effects. Like if they did a stink pot, you had like minuses, and it must have been 4th edition because I remember there being minuses. Distinctly remember there being like tracking minuses and stuff like that. But it would work in 5th because if it's just a stink pot, you just considered, if you fail your save, you're just considered poisoned, which is the easiest. Like, all right, you're poisoned. And then like a glue pot is you're basically I guess you can only choose one action per turn, like either a move, bonus, or standard, and you can only do that. You can only do that that action this turn. That would be cool. I like that. I think the stink pots and the glue pots. It was a very neat thing. But it's like it only lasts a turn. Like you're poisoned for 1 turn, or you can only choose one action. Like I guess it would be, is it stunned that makes you do that? You can only choose one action. You can either move, take a bonus action, or standard action. I think that's it. Cool. All right. So they got that. So we get. I think there's room for 2 kobolds on there. I hope. If not, I'm gonna have to like shift. Maybe I do have to shift it slightly. Okay, that feels a little bit better. I mean, it's not like you can't reach the kobold up there. It's just he's in a thing. He's in a little nest. All right, there we go. And I think I can put here. We're gonna test it. Can I actually put a kobold in there? No, I can't. I can put one up there easily. Let's try this. Can I put him in there? Nope. Does not want to go in there. That's fine. I mean, up here, we can even move this, scooch it down a little bit, I think, because that's a bit high. I would say this is just reinforcing. Or actually, if I want to just reinforce, there are things now that exist that did not exist previously. These. Whoops, I deleted the wrong tile. There we go. So I can just, put these here, like there. There's reinforced against the wall. It's braced. Done. One of the tiles that I never knew, well, I always knew I wanted when I was building my other map. I definitely wanted these horizontal harbor posts, but now I got them. And I haven't built that map in a while. I probably should get back to it. Okay. So kobold comes up here. There we go. Yeah, and I'm gonna lower that a little bit. Forgot to do that. Alright. Kobold. Perfect. There we go. He's right up against the ceiling there. That works. All right, and we'll do the same for this guy here. Just gotta scooch things. Actually, that's down about the same level here. So I have to scooch this down so that so that bit touches the bit below it. This. Make it a it look like it's braced against the wall there. And right there. Dunzo. In 5e, you can't do anything while stunned except speak faltering. Okay. It counts as incapacitated. Got it. So I guess it's a different thing. I don't think they have a name for it. It's where you can only pick one action, like either move, bonus, or standard. But I think that's a neat status mechanic, status effect. All right, I got a kobold up here. Also fails strength and dex. Yep. There we go. Boo, 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 boo. Kobolds. Kobolds just chilling. And if you're coming down this hallway, you're like, oh look, there's a fire over there. Well, I guess I gotta climb over this shit and go around here. Oh god, you're getting instantly pelted by kobolds. Maybe, do I want to move? Because these over here are perfect for kobolds with like short bows. Oh, you know what? You know what we could do? We could easily do. Change the title. It's in the. I don't know. I put it in the notification. It's not on the stream name, but it was in the notification. I put and possibly to Caves of Chaos. I don't know. Oh, actually, I can update it. Let me see. I can update it. I have that power. Building the Caves of Chaos, and possibly I'll change this. We made it. Heart. Where's the heart? Do I have a heart? Floppy disk. Perfect. Update information. There we go. The caves are massive, Soapy. If you look at the map that we have to work off of, we are... Where are we? We're up here. We're up here. This is the room we're in right now. We started over here, and we worked our way up and over. And this is the room we're looking in right now. And that is but a tiny, tiny bit of this massive thing. So it's gonna be weeks and weeks of this. Weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Yeah, for 4 years. I don't know. Most of this is pretty simple. Like everything we've come across so far is pretty much done. Like we did this room with the kobold guards, and we added the roots. The room with the rats. I mean, we have to add more rats, but it's essentially done. And yeah, I mean, here we're gonna add more kobolds. Maybe, I don't know that we need to add all 40 kobolds, but in my brain, I'm probably gonna end up doing it anyway. I'm gonna justify doing it and just do it. Yeah, there are 40 kobolds in this room. Adult. There are 8 young kobolds, so almost 50 kobolds in this room. We're not gonna do we could do the little ones. We can just take a kobold and shrink it. But yeah, there are 17 males, 23 females in this room alone. So fun. How many in the world? How in the world is supposed to roll that many attacks? Yeah, that's when you just do this. All right, 40 d20 there, and fly, my fool, fly, my children. Okay. Well, 1 definitely missed. That's 2 crits, 3 crits. Let's see. That's 4 crits. One of the characters is dead. Whoop. There we go. Got rid of the dice. All right. Okay. So this looks a little haphazard as far as the sleeping arrangements, but this is supposed to be levels 1 through 3. an advanced D&D, so old school. So it gets a little brutal, but I guess, you know, I mean, players, I don't know if the play styles have changed. I mean, of course, it's you know, it's role-playing game. You're gonna try and you know, approach this from any angle, you know. Sleep can't do shit. Yeah. I mean, with 40, it's tough. I mean, it's a good amount of hit dice, but I mean, the kobolds are, you'll get like some of them. You'll get hit some of them with sleep, and then they'll wake up when their friends. At least you're not gonna get them all. You're definitely not gonna get them all with sleep. Okay. We wanted to do. Food and drink. There's definitely some. Oh, cabbages. They added cabbages. There's a cabbage just sitting here for sure. I'm gonna put that right there. There we go. They added individual cabbages. Oh, and open cabbages. Well, well, we won't do open cabbages. Cast sleep and spread the fire. There you go. Pyrotechnics. Sleep, pyrotechnics. Leave. Prestidigitation might even work. Yeah, maybe. Where are the grain? Sacks of grain. There were sacks of grain. Where did those go? Oh, it's in containers. I bet you any amount of money. Yep, there they are. That's what I'm looking for. Just a bunch of this. We're gonna put it in the corner here. Boom. Probably one of these, just because they stole it off of a caravan. So they have one big thing of something. Another one of these right here. A cook pot on the fire. Actually, we'll use a closed one. There we go. Feels a little bit better. Cook pot on the fire. What else can we throw in here? That's nifty. Ooh, basket. Empty basket. Stuff. One lone cabbage. Okay, that feels lived in. All right. We were gonna do more scaffolding. I think yes, one over here in the corner for a sniper with a short bow. Took two or three to carry that. Yeah, that big thing. Yeah, it definitely did. What am I looking at? Miscellaneous exterior. Yeah, here it is. Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, they can climb, or they can just use the ladders that are conveniently located literally right next to it. That. And there is where's it? Ah, there it is. Oh, this is a different one, but I will use it. It works. Same basic concept. That there, and one right there. And back to this. And there. And this one. Oh, he's got bit. Hold on. There we go. Now he's got some room. Done. Cool. And we can put a kobold up on that bit. Where'd he go? There he is. Kobold. Bam. All right. So we got 3 positions that they can shoot from or sling stink pots and glue pots from. I always forgot. I can't believe I forgot about that. That was really a really neat way to do that. It's like, how do we make this more difficult without making it deadly? Oh. I mean, it's still, yeah, it's still tough when you're fighting, when you have to deal with that and you're fighting some kobolds in melee that are actively doing damage to you. When you add that to it, it goes a little bit iffy. But you know, on its own, if you add damage to the stink pots and glue pots, like it does a D4 points of damage. No plus. And if you fail your save, you run the risk of either becoming poisoned or only able to take one action during your turn. Only the following turn. There's no subsequent saving throws. It's just it lasts for a turn, you're done. If you fail your save. So that's pretty neat. I like that. I like that mechanic. Alright. So are we done here? I think we are done here. We're not going to put all of the kobolds in here. I'd like to put scaffolding here, and I think we can get away with it if we just like make it suspended. Ooh, actually. Oh, there is a thing we can do. There is. We can do this. Maybe just flat one. A flat one like darts. A flat what? Whoop. Let's see. Do that and brace it with this. And put a top on it. Whoop. There we go. Oh, 1 damage. Flat damage. Got it. Yeah, 1 point of damage. That sounds doable. Absolutely. Especially for an adventure this low. 1 point of damage would be probably the better choice. There we go. And we can even do this, like a support there in between the bunks. There. One central support. Boom. And then we can put a kobold up there. All right. Boom. Aha! That's prime position. Okay, so the party comes down the hall. They see the one kobold up on the thing. They're like, oh god, there's kobolds here. They might hang back. They might try to take pot shots at that guy, which, if they're smart, they will. Are the caves meant to be a survival slog? I think so. I mean, the caves are where the adventure is as part of Keep on the Borderlands. Like, I think it's part of the thing is you're supposed to take on quests from the keep to go and clear out the caves. So essentially, yeah, it's a survival slog, but it's like different quests tied in, and you can even play the factions of monsters against each other. So you can like make like an alliance with like the kobolds, for instance, and like say, okay, we'll take care of the orcs for you if you leave the Keep on the Borderlands alone and leave the trade caravan alone. We'll take care of the orcs or whatever. And then of course you can like double cross or triple cross or whatever. It's a whole thing. But yeah, it's supposed to be sort of just like just fight your way through all the caves. All right, cool. I want to hang something on this hook, but I don't think we have anything. Let me go back into food and drink. I could hang a cabbage. I could hang a pumpkin. There are no big slabs of meat, or huge slabs of beef, as Les Claypool would prefer. And that's a deep cut. Sorry if that was obscure. We won't blow up your children with pyrotechnics if you help us fight the orcs. Exactly. Ooh, onions. They have a basket of onions. For sure. I'm putting the basket of onions in there. There's so many new things that I missed in my time away from TaleSpire. Oh, basket of apples. Sure. We'll do a basket of apples, too. That's an oldie but a goodie. The basket of apples. That's a thing. That is a thing that's been in TaleSpire. Pumpkin, maybe. They might have a big old pumpkin. What is this? Looks like Cream puffs on a plate? No. What's this? Potatoes. Sure. Yeah, potatoes. I mean, what's taters, precious? It looks like they don't have big things of meat to hang from the hooks. Maybe we can do, is it miscellaneous? Nah, it's not that important. Excuse me. All right, so it looks like this room is done. Yeah, there you go. There's the kobolds. We have about 15 minutes left. Let's do another room, or try to get to another room. There's another one right around the corner up here. Room number 3. What is room number 3? Before we get to it, let's see. Room number 3, food storage room. Well, there's more food in here, okay. The door, there is a door, is locked. This place contains various sorts of dried and salted meat, grain, and vegetables in sacks, boxes, barrels, and piles. There are also bits and pieces of past human victims. There's nothing of value in here. Well, food can be of value if you're hungry. Even the wine in a large cask is thin and vinegary. All right, cool. So we can do all of that. That's very easy for us to accomplish in TaleSpire. But let us get to the room first, because we have hallway yet to do. But there is an actual door, so that's going to be interesting. How do we navigate that? Do we just use a wooden door? Probably. I think that's our best bet. So from this intersection, it goes 10 feet this way, and then the door is right here. Just a little bit. There we go. All right, and the room is 30 feet by 20 feet. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. It's going to be sharing a wall here, which is fine. Which is completely fine. We have enough space. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's going to be right up against here, which in the map, it's not quite that close. There's actually 10 feet between the two rooms, but that's fine. This is fine. I think we'll be okay. We may have taken liberties with some of the measurements here and there, but yeah, it's fine. Let's see, back in here, cavern. So boop, boop, boop. So that's a shared wall. The wall's gonna extend out this way, and it goes. Which is completely fine because that actually is a slanty wall on the map. Cool. So actually, that's gonna be like this. Just like that. Perfect. Let's see. Or perhaps that. Yes, I like that better. All right, so now we need to that there, that there, and one right here. And it comes up 10 feet. So it actually, whoops, too far over that way. Wait. Oh, okay, right. No, we're right. I got it. That's correct. That was part of the wall. All right. And we'll put one little one by one right here. Just found out the Pyrotechnics, the 2nd level spell, doesn't have a damage option, only blind and smoke. Oh, okay, well. I thought it like, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. Create bonfire then. There you go, create bonfire. It's a cantrip. All right, so this needs to go like that, right? Yes. And like that. Okay. Why is this here then? Good question. Doesn't need to be there. Neither does this, really. Cool. Alright. So there, I'm gonna fill in these gaps. Overlap these. I guess is fine. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Then this is the tough part. Putting a door here means that there's some kind of masonry to hold it in place. So maybe it's not that difficult. What I'm going to do, we're going to take this, the castle ruins. We're just going to drop one in there and one in there for where the door is going to... Is that where the door is? Yes? No. It's over here. There's 10 feet and then the door. So it's actually here. Okay. So we're just going to put those there, just so it's solid with the door that we end up putting in. We'll put one there right now. Why not? Basic wooden doors. Basic dungeon wooden doors. That's what I'm going to go with. Open. Yeah, that works. Cool. All right. Cool. Done. There's your door. And these are the walls. So yeah, the walls are going to wrap around. Oh, wait. Come in 10 and then 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Oh no. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. No, we're fine. Good. I'm losing track of stuff. I should really put the walls in before I start adding other things, or else I lose track. Let's see. So, all right. I guess that's supposed to be there. So maybe we move them forward one, because that's really where it's supposed to be. There's this square and then that. Yeah, we'll just move it. There we go. Perfect. That's fine. Makes more sense. Okay. There, and I guess we'll use this one. Wait. Sure, but we have to overlap that too. So, right there. Cool. All right, there's your room, storage room. There's gonna be more scaffolding shelves, that's for sure, because kobolds. Let's see. This would be miscellaneous exterior. There we go. All right, so for this, I think we can just get away with using this much of just this tile and just putting stuff, like layering it like this, and then just putting stuff on top of it. It's really all we need to. Or we can just do this and put them facing each other, and that would give us a little bit more space. Like this. There we go. And then we just stack them on top of each other. Cool. All right. Yeah, we could just put stuff underneath, put some things on it, and even just, you know, stack them on top of each other and put more stuff. Do you want to leave room for the stuff? In fact, this might be too tall. There we go. Whoop. No, oh, there. That works too. Just wanted to copy that one. All right. Ta-da! All right. Cool. Whoa. Little off there. There we go. Okay. That's pretty close. All right, cool. So there's some shelving that's going to be taking up this area. What else? It said there was food and stuff and the remains of humans, so we're going to have some bones. Oh, we were going to put bones in the some bones in here. which we should probably go ahead and do. We'll do bones. Bones right now. Where's Grim? Grim. There's Grim. Bones. We can just put like the disarticulated pile. There you go. And maybe one more back here in the corner in the poopy the poopy stuff. There we go. Boop. A little bit down. Boop. Alright. And I guess we can put like a pile. Like maybe they're proud of how many and they just have a pile in storage, a pile of skulls of various things, and one intact skeleton near the door. There. Cool. Alright. Now we're gonna copy and paste this. Okay. Trying to go down into, okay, it won't let me. I just have to hold it. Hold on. Yep, there we go. Did what I wanted. This one, however, did not. I just noticed. Whoops. So I have to hold Alt and click if I want it to sink into the floor. Some of the grain bags have ground bones for nutrition reasons. Exactly. Okay, and yeah, if I let go of Alt, it pops back up above the ground. See? So you gotta hold Alt and then click where you want it. Alright, cool. And it said there was a big cask of very vinegary wine. Delicious. So that's in containers. Do they have a wine barrel on its side? They don't. They never did. That's one thing that they should do. Wine barrels on their side. But we'll just use this. Boom. Big cask of things. Of things. Vinegary wine. Alright. I think we'll do another shelf. Just one more over here in the corner. There we go. And that seems pretty good for a kobold storage room. Put some random stuff in here, like this jug of stuff. Jug of something on the shelf. Tuck back here. Boop. A little bit. There we go. How about crate of pumpkins and cheese? Pumpkin and cheese. I'll put that up here. Bone wine. Put that right there. Some other random. Ah, here we go. Thing of grain. Spilled on the floor. Over here. Put another one. Gonna tuck back. One that's not spilled open on the shelf above. A decorative gourd. No, it's not gonna fit. What else do we got? What's this? My alembic! Tolfdir! I found your alembic! Here we go. Weird bottle of something. This could be spices, it could be whatever. Pop that back there. And I know there's a bunch of food that we can throw in here. Seeing if there's anything else in... No, that looks like a sterno thing. Container. Let's see. Oh, upright sound. Put that on the floor here. Something to cram in this corner. How about some crates? Crates crammed in the corner. There we go. One lone box. Oop, right here. It doesn't quite fit. Let's put it over here. Let's see. All right, food. We want food and drink. All right. Let's see. We have a small container filled with some sort of spice. Being kobolds, they are rather adventurous with their spices, so I would not advise trying it. Ooh, what's this? A basket full of berries. Yeah, sure, I guess. A basket full of berries. Why not? What else? What's this? Can't tell what that is. Looks like crab cakes. Something. I don't know. Wheels of cheese. And they finally fixed the, oh my god, I remember I ran into this so many times when I was dealing with this freaking wheel of cheese. They would float on top of each other. There was no way to adjust it so that they weren't floating. But now you can adjust it so that they're even overlapping if you really want them. Yeah, so ooh. There, no longer floating. They actually look like they're sitting on top of each other. I remember that was a big thing, a big pet peeve when I was building in here before the beta. Back in the alpha days, the long, long ago. I'm gonna put another basket of onions here in the corner. Why not? All right. Well, we've got a good start on the Caves of Chaos, I think. Got the first 3-ish rooms done. Bone Spice. Old Bone Spice. Thanks everyone for stopping by and watching. Foam Sword Master, Soapy One, Gillsme, thanks so much for stopping by and chatting. We will be back on Thursday next week for some more Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. We're making good progress. This will have been the 3rd time I've played Breath of the Wild, and every time I play it, it seems like it just goes faster. Like I'm like, all right, I know what to do. No, Breath of the Wild. I love that game. It's such a fun. Like I don't get sick of it. It's weird. I probably will eventually, but right now I love that game. But yeah, and then following Saturday is Skyrim. So we're taking the week off. This is the off. Next week is the off week. It's Skyrim week, and then the following week we'll be back with TaleSpire. So we'll be back at this in 2 weeks, and Skyrim will be closer to being completed. Curse off week. Yeah, we're trying to slog through the anniversary edition content. Well, once we get to a point where we feel like we've gotten our money's worth, we'll stop playing Skyrim. The only thing I really want to do is the goblins. I want to find the goblin, because I know that there's a new quest where you can actually fight goblins, like literal goblins. We fought some as a random encounter once so far, but I want to find the quest where you fight the goblins. Breath of the Wild, great game, can't wait. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, next week Skyrim, following week more TaleSpire, in between Breath of the Wild every Thursday. So tune into that if you are so inclined. Again, thanks everyone for watching. If anyone is looking for a game of Dungeons and Dragons to play monthly, I have a monthly game that I run through Eventbrite. There it is. I am Dice and Brews. Oh, just one way. I'm Dice and Brews at Eventbrite. Also on Instagram and Twitter. If you are interested in playing a monthly game with a few regulars, I think we have 3 players right now, which is kind of tough to get a game going. Message me either on Twitter or Instagram, and I will fill you in and give you links to buy the tickets and all that stuff, and we can get a game up and running. Right now we don't have the numbers, so hoping to get in. It is going to be through D&D Beyond, Roll20, and Discord. So if you have means of doing that, then you can play. Tickets are $8, and it gets you a greater healing potion for your character to use in-game for that session. And they are dungeon crawls, so if you miss it a month, or if you only show up for 1 month, it's fine. We have rotating players all the time. You come in, you play, you fight the monsters, defeat the really hard encounter that I throw at you, and get some experience, get some cool magic items. And just try and survive. It's really cool if you have like a character knocking around in your D&D Beyond account. Like, oh, this is a great character build, but I can't play this in my home game because I already have a character, and my DM won't let me kill it and play this. It's a great way to test out a good character build if you have one knocking around. You want to just see how it works. So yeah, check it out. Message me on Instagram or Twitter, and if you're interested. And I'll send you info on my monthly game. If you're looking for a non-D&D game to play with your friends and or family, check out tourguidegames.com. They offer on-demand, professionally led TTRPGs for you and your friends and family. All you need is a smartphone. You don't even need pen and paper or dice. Your tour guide is more than happy to take care of any note-taking or dice rolling for you. And even then, there's not a whole lot of that required. The games are very rules-light and easy to learn over the course of a couple hours, and just play. I mean, you learn in like an hour, and you play over the course of a couple hours, and it's very smooth. Games like All Out of Bubblegum, Time and Temp, Lasers and Feelings, Project Ninja Panda Taco, Guild of Orpheus, Honey Heist, Fiasco, games like that. So if you're looking for a way to reconnect with your family or friends through quarantine, or if you've moved recently, it's a great option for that. Or if you and keep game night rolling, or if you are an employer that is looking for a team building exercise for your employees, either in-house or remote, it's a great option for that, and they've done it many times with great success. So again, if you're interested, check them out over at tourguidegames.com. And again, they do not sponsor the stream. I just like trying to throw them a little bit of business if I can. They're good folk. So aside from that, everyone, please stay safe, wear a mask, wash your hands, don't touch your face while you're out and about, social distance whenever possible. The mask goes over your nose and mouth at the same time. Check and see in your area if you are eligible for vaccines, and do it, because you have no excuse anymore. And just be excellent to each other, and we'll see you next time here on this little corner of the internet. Bye bye. Hey, what's up? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, and also hit the bell if you want to know when I post some new stuff. You can see some of my other stuff right over there on the screen.